What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mike. Sorry I'm getting this video out to you guys so late. Life's been life a little bit for your boy. But week 7, where am I at with school and everything like that? How's the process going? It's crazy, man. So week 7, I got my chapter 3 turned in. I turned in last week and got it returned back to me last Friday. I had some edits to do. Nothing too crazy, so I was like, okay, cool. I can knock out these edits, pretty quickly. Knocked out these edits. I turned my chapter 3 back in. I turned it back in. It was like Sunday night, I think it was, something around there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Again, happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers. Again, my first video since Mother's Day, so again, happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms that watch. I appreciate you guys. You guys are superheroes. So yeah, got my chapter 3 turned back in. Finished all the edits. So right now I'm just waiting for that to be graded, turned back, see what I gotta do next. So that's that. I pretty much finished my presentation for the 6th. So I'm so happy about that. That's one less thing I gotta worry about. However, I have the big PowerPoint that I'm working on right now. 40-page PowerPoint, not including the cover slide, not including the references. 40-slide PowerPoint. So far it's a monster, and if I'm doing it right, it's pretty much taking my chapter 2, because y'all know how big chapter 2 was. Y'all know what that one was like. It's pretty much taking my chapter 2 and making it into a PowerPoint presentation like we'll be presenting it to our audience. What I'm doing right now is trying to figure out how to translate my chapter 2 to my particular audience, because again, my audience is middle school kids, and they're a lot of smart kids. However, I don't think a lot of them know about the trans theoretical model of change, straight up, or the behavioral process in regards to change, or the cognitive process that's in regard to change. So right now while I am gathering the information from my chapter 2, putting it into the separate slides, I'm also translating it to make it make sense to kids. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the real information in the notes section. That's something I'm doing, into the notes section. So if anyone wants to know how the higher level information, that is what they can reference. But while I'm doing that, I'm also taking the information and the feedback from my practicum committee and putting that into my slides also, to get a little more breadth, a little more oomph, if you will, and to really take their consideration and to put it into play. Because they gave me a lot of sound advice of like, hey, like how can we incorporate this into schools, into more schools? The nature versus nurture conversation, the flow of the project, like how to make everything flow properly. So I'm working on that also. And again, the flow is not that big of a deal to me, because what I can do is I can still I can still put the information in and then place it as need be, and kind of adjust the flow as need be. So that's something that shouldn't be too difficult for me to do, to be honest. So working on that. It's going pretty well so far. The thing is, I just get distracted at night. It's weird. I get tired, but then I get a second win, but then my mind just starts getting distracted. So what I need to do is just need to focus up, do what I know what I need to do, because what I'm doing right now it's technically not that difficult, because I already have the information, just have to format and put it in the right place if I'm doing it correctly. And I think I'm doing it correctly, because this is literally, I only have my chapter 4 to do. Once my chapter 3 is graded and I have this PowerPoint, those are the only 2 things I have to do left for this. So I'm like right there. I can see everything. I'm so close to being done with that. So I'm super happy with that. So working on that in regards to project. In regards to taking time off, because I'm always, people are asking, you work so much, when you taking time off, da 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 da. I actually just put in, I told my boss, like, hey, I'm planning on taking this time off. He's like, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Just go ahead and put in your request. I'm like, okay, cool. So I put in my request. I got some coaches, some managers to cover for me for the days I'm off. For the big days I'm off. So the big days I'm taking off are my birthday. I'm taking a whole day off my birthday. Graduation. Obviously, I'm taking the whole day off for graduation. And then I am taking what you call it? I am taking my cruise week off. So those are the big ones I'm taking off. And then there are other days I'm doing a half a day. So nothing too crazy. It's like, oh yeah, I can take a half a day. Not even a half a day. It's like I'm just gone for like 2 hours technically, because I have a dentist appointment one day at like 9 o'clock, and then so be there at 9 o'clock. I'll be back by 11 type thing. It's usually about a 3 hour total thing, and then I have another one that's at like 10 o'clock on a different day. I think my doctor's appointment is at 10 or 9, and my dentist appointment is the other time, so I gotta check that out. But nothing too crazy, so I can do that. So that's what I am working on right now. So I put those requests, and I got some managers to cover for me for the big days off, which actually goes into a different story that I have in a second. So got those put in. So I have that taken care of. The story that connects to that is last year there was a conference. It was like the risk management conference for a company. I'm not sure if I can say the name. Don't want to do something I'm not supposed to do. But it was like a risk management thing for a company. And they were like, hey, does anyone want to help out? I was like, yeah, I can help out. Da 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 da. I went. They were like, hey, this was great. Thank you for coming. Da 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 da. And then when a couple guys were joking, or I thought they were joking, they were like, hey, if you're available next year, we'd love to have you. I'm like, hey, if I'm here, you got me. I was serious. I thought they were joking. Apparently, they're serious, because on yesterday, I got a message from one of the account managers that I was with, and like, hey, Michael, how you doing? Da 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 da. Just to let you know, we have the conference coming up again, and on these dates. If you would like to, we'll love to have you again. Da 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 da. I was like, oh, I would love to do it. Yeah, perfect. I'll be awesome. I'll be happy to do it. Let me just go ahead and reach out to my manager and like, hey, sure, perfect. So I told my boss, I was like, hey, just letting you know, I just got a message from the account manager about this. They're like, hey, we want you to come back. No, is it okay with you? Da 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 da. And he said, hey, that's awesome that they actually, because they literally asked me specifically. They asked like, no, they just straight me. Like, that's pretty cool. So it's like, it's a big honor that they asked you by name, because last time they actually gave me a nickname. He's like, yeah, let me go ahead and ask my boss, because one of the things that we want to do is we're trying to give opportunities to all the managers, because again, we don't get to travel very often. So we try to give as many opportunities to as many people as we can, and not just like, 3 people get to do everything. It's like, it's not equitable. And I was like, hey, I get it 100%. I'm gonna go ahead and let her know. And I was like, hey, if I was talking to my boss, I was like, hey, if I can go, that's amazing. I'll be happy to go. If I can't, because again, if you want to give it to a different a manager for a different opportunity, I completely understand. I'll be equitable. So I'm waiting to hear back from my boss's boss to see what she says about the opportunity. The interesting thing about that is that it's the week before my cruise. So I would be working at my desk. I'll still be working there, technically. Working at my desk on Monday, fly out Tuesday, do the conference on Wednesday, fly back Thursday, work Friday, be gone Saturday through the next Saturday. So I'm like, I'll be at my desk, only half the month in September. So that'll be pretty cool. There'll be a lot of traveling in a very short time, because y'all know me, I don't get to go anywhere. It's like, unfortunately, that's just how things are. I don't get to go to a lot of places. But like, hey, that'd be pretty cool. I can go to 2 places in such a short time. That'd be pretty cool. It's like, hey, one thing is on the company, one thing is on me. Both are great opportunities. So I'm like, hey, I'll be happy to travel if y'all let me. Y'all got me. If if you want to give the opportunity to somebody else, just to be equal opportunists and everything like that, and equitable. Hey, I completely understand it. Because the funny thing is that one of the managers is actually in my like that's under my manager. He's actually going to New York this week, like probably pretty soon actually. I think tomorrow or Thursday, he's going to New York for a different opportunity. So sometimes we get opportunities, sometimes we don't, because it's I've only heard of these two opportunities that are given to managers, and then there's a big conference for like the sales team in April. Yeah, in April, that they had two of managers, two of the strategic managers. So not my level, my boss's level. They had two of the strategic managers go to like talk about coaching and different things that we're doing like that. And I think they've had one other health fair for like one day that two of the managers were able to go to. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities, and no, since last September. So we don't get to go a lot of places very, very often. Granted, like if you look at it in just like the short, it's like, oh, that's 4 opportunities in 5 months. That's a lot. Well, technically, in 9 months, because this trip is in September. So we don't get to go a lot of places very, very often. But hey, when we are, like, I am happy for it. I'm like, yes, let me go. Y'all, if y'all want me, y'all got me, type thing. Because again, it's pretty cool. Don't get to fly. I ain't got to pay for it. So it's pretty dope. So I'm just waiting to see what my boss's boss says in regards to that. Eating's been pretty good. I'm still like not focused on cutting right now. I'm just kind of maintaining to see what I can do right now. Still trying to push some heavy numbers in the gym. Not focused on anything too crazy, but just kind of like maintaining my sanity pretty much. But things have been good. Things have been crazy. Things have been exciting. I am so ready. I'm in week 7 right now, boy. Week 7. And to think that, 6 years ago, I graduated from PTA school. 6 years ago, I graduated from PTA school. About 12 years ago, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get a doctorate degree. I'm not gonna do it. It ain't for me. I'm not smart enough for it. So 12 years ago, I gave the idea of, about 12-ish years ago, I gave the idea of getting a doctorate degree. 6 years ago, I graduated from PTA school. 3 years ago, I graduated with my MBA. Now I'm 7 weeks into my last semester of my doctorate degree. Things just don't make sense, boy. Things don't make sense. You know how people say, sometimes people are like, oh yeah, my life is a movie? My life is a movie, man. It has its highs, it has its lows, it has like excitement, just like, what? Why is this movie dragging on? But your boy's life is a movie. Straight up. I'm like, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. The watch. I still don't have that. I still don't have that watch. Man, like, it's like a hourly thing. I'm just like, where's my watch at today? The last time I checked, I think it was in Philly. Yeah, I went from here to like Massachusetts to Hawaii to Springfield to Jersey to Philly. I don't know. I'm just hoping that it gets here before my birthday. That's my main hope right now. It's like, hey, just get here for my birthday. That's all I want. That's all I need. Just get here before my birthday. So I'm just like, this thing is hilarious. This thing is traveling, boy. I wish I was traveling as much as my watch is. Yeah, my watch is like in Philly right now. This is crazy. So we'll see what happens. But again, things are going well. Your boy's still grinding. If I can just stay up at night, I'll be so much further with this PowerPoint. I'm like halfway done with it. Not much more to do. I am ready to be done. I am almost there. I am so close. We'll see what happens, boy. But again, stay tuned. But until next time, later.